Good morning or afternoon, depending on what time you're listening to this podcast, and welcome to Do Geese Have Udders, the show where we ask the unanswered and answer the unasked, looking at news and online stuff too. I'm Michgoo, and joined by my good friend Matthew Thompson. You right, Matt?
Jaffa cake?
Good. Then let's start the show. Hello and welcome to another episode of Do
On
Geese
the
Have Udders.
dong!
Start from the beginning.
I forgot about the
Jesus.
dong! On the dong. Oh,
Okay.
no, not that dong. The...
Okay, yeah. Okay, can we start on the dong now? Good. Oh god, that was loud. Do you mind? Jeez.
On the dong.
Oh god, I'm looking at me. Matt! I'm looking at Audacity. Look how blue it's gone.
That's quite funny.
Jeez. Anyway,
I'm done donging.
I'm here. Obviously, Matt's here donging. And you've just heard another voice as well, which you might recognise. Will is back on the show.
Hello.
Yes.
I'm back.
Welcome. So you've been away for quite some time. Well, you've been back for what, a month, was it?
Yeah, I've been back a month, and you've decided to get Darius on instead. So you
Yep.
know,
Darius,
very happy about that.
Big fan of yours, as we know.
Yeah.
You're a big fan of his as
Oh,
well.
massive fan.
And so naturally, we want to hear all about the trip that you've been on that we've kept mentioning on this show.
Tough.
Yeah, we're gonna have to hold that off for the next episode because there's something in the news which we do need to kind of talk about, don't we, Matt?
Yeah.
What are you in this time?
I've got Jaffa cakes today.
Okay.
Because I did some research and none of the people here like Jaffa cakes. So
No,
I
we
have
don't.
a pack of 4 Jaffa cakes to myself.
We don't like Jaffa cakes.
I
Anyway.
did some research. You mean you bought some Jaffa cakes, offered it to us, and we went, no, they're disgusting.
That's like 2 research points.
He's got you there.
What?
He's got you there. He's doing his market research.
What? Then you market research after you've got the product.
All right.
How was you supposed to
This is
mark?
this is a
Before.
test. This is a test.
What?
Yeah. You guys don't want my Jaffas? Jaffa?
No.
Jaffa?
No.
Exactly. Market research. Sponsor me Jaffa cakes.
Okay, so then very quickly, what has that achieved? What research have you taken away from this?
2 out of 3 people don't like Jaffa cakes.
Okay, good. Well done. Jesus. Right. So anyway, we do need to talk about something in the news because I'm worried that if we upload this episode too late, the topic's going to change and it's all going to escalate very quickly and we'll look like idiots. We're still going to look like idiots because this episode should be going out on the... Do you know what date Monday is?
No.
It'll be going out today. However, we are recording
Today.
this...
22nd.
Yes. Is it?
I don't know.
Is it actually the 22nd?
I just guessed.
Okay.
23rd. Sorry.
What's the date today? 18th.
It's the 23rd.
19th, 20th, 21st, 22nd. It is 22nd.
Oh,
It's the
well done.
23rd. 22nd's a Saturday. Sunday.
How are we
Oh, it
having
is,
this-
isn't it?
How are we having this
I
debate?
can't
Yeah.
count.
That's
Okay, so
Mother's
this
Day.
this episode is going out on the
It is
23rd,
Mother's Day.
but we are recording it, as Will just kind of said, on the 18th, which is a Wednesday. And so the news could have changed in the next few days,
all
or
be
the
dead.
last few days. We could all be dead by that point.
I reckon we're going to be dead.
Yeah.
To be honest.
And so the whole coronavirus thing has been affecting an awful lot of things. So, I mean, I'm going to get the ball rolling and say, yesterday, my university confirmed that they're going to be closing the building. No access to kit, no access to teaching. Teaching is going to be done via video and like Skype type of thing, which is really good for a practical course like television production. Really helpful doing that via Skype.
Don't know why you're looking at me.
So you do.
My work's closed. But the bars I work in are closed.
Was that their choice then to close?
Yes. But we're still doing functions, which is annoying, because that's all I really work at. So I'm still
They're
quite a
open,
lot
but
of
then
work.
you've still got more people. They're open for more people to come in.
Yep. Yeah. We've decided what would be the best thing to do is close when there's like 4 people that turn up, and then stay open when we have functions for 100 plus people. That's what we should be doing. That's a really clever way of doing it. And my next shift is Sunday, Mother's Day, where I'm working on the bar. Because, lots of frail old women coming, congregating together is a really great idea.
It's a really
They're
good
all
idea.
going to die. All of them.
Oh, we shouldn't be laughing. But anyway, so today, as I
Old
said,
people dying is funny, though.
today, which is Matt loves that. Matt's smiling. 18th.
Anything else that would get me in trouble, so I'm just
It-
being quiet.
It will. So the 18th, which is today, literally only about an hour ago, as everyone listening is more than likely already aware, because it's been a few days since then.
Time is 18:46.
Yep. So literally just over an hour ago. Boris Johnson. Oh, I can need to get my mask out now for you, don't I? Boris Johnson announced that all UK schools will be closing now indefinitely. When asked about when they'll be reopening, he does not know. He couldn't give any idea. Matt, what's happened with you then? How's the coronavirus?
I
affected you?
might have it. It's a high chance.
Is that just because you just coughed just now?
Well, no, I did it on purpose. But I've been on the tube. I've been travelling around London and working. And now
Remind our listeners what you do again in London.
air conditioning installation. So I was working at the bank in Trafalgar Square. You know, the one in Scotland, right on the corner. And yeah,
Why do you get the tube to Trafalgar Square?
I don't get the tube to Trafalgar Square. I get the tube to college.
Where's that?
Huh?
Where's that?
Dollars Hill.
How'd you get there?
Tube.
He literally
What
said the
tube?
Oh, the Jubilee line. Do you not know your trains, William?
From where?
I heard that swallow in my head.
3 Rolos.
What,
That was
going down a
beautiful.
hole?
I've just eaten. Yeah, at once. Yeah, I've
That
just
was
eaten 2 whole
beautiful.
packets of Rolos.
Oh my god.
Can I have that as a sound effect?
Yeah, if you want,
The
yeah.
swallow.
I'll send you that swallow. So another bit of news then as well, I guess.
Soundbite.
Affecting all of us, well, I say affecting all of us, mainly affecting me and Matt, is scouts have been told we can't go ahead with anything anymore.
Yeah, that was before the schools, though.
That was. Well, that's what I'm just doing a roundup now of sort of really all the height of things. So scouts currently have all had to come to a halt. We've got Italy on full lockdown. Other countries as well, I believe, are following. All other countries might have gone on lockdown by now as well. So it's been going to be a few days since we've recorded this.
Yeah, who knows what might happen?
And so are you guys going to self-isolate yourselves at any point, do you reckon?
No.
I'll self-isolate other than going out.
What?
You heard. I'll self-isolate until it becomes a point where I need to go and buy some beer. And at that point,
There
I'll
won't be
leave.
any more beer.
What's what you'll have to
That
keep
is the
looking
end
at?
of days, that.
Yeah.
The point where breweries close and
See,
there is no
yeah.
more beer, that is the end of days.
So then we might as well talk briefly as well about the origins of this virus. Where do you guys think it came from?
It came from a.
Wuhan, China.
It came
Hubei
from a
province.
market, a water market that sells animals, alive and dead.
So you are believing the whole bat theory? I think it was. It was like was
I mean,
it
I
a fried
saw,
bat
I
or
saw
something?
it on the news as like fact.
Bat soup is where it came from. But it came from a market. As Matt said, here, when you go to markets in the UK, if there is meat, generally it's pre-packaged, but it's definitely dead, and like cleaned and all that sort of stuff. In China and the Orient, they more than happily will have cages of live animals, and then you go, I want a chicken breast. They kill a chicken and just cut its breast off and then give it to you.
What a waste.
Well, then they use the rest of the chicken, obviously, but they have fresh food there, but they end up having, horrendous diseases that are going to end mankind as well. So
Nothing important.
there's a slight balance there.
I believe China has put a new law out about not being able to kill wild animals anymore. I think it says no consuming of wild animals.
Yeah, I saw that.
So what does that entail? Do you know what that entails?
They can't consume wild animals.
I don't understand how that's a tricky concept for you to understand.
Well, no, I just meant was there like yeah, yeah.
They can't eat wild animals.
Yeah.
What?
I think Anyway, what about the wasn't there some like research facility near where this bat was supposed to be? Did you guys hear about that as well? No.
What about it?
They
sounds
reckon
like a
this was
conspiracy.
a man-made. You love your conspiracies, though, Matt. Don't deny it.
conspiracy
A man-made Batman.
No, like there was some in the man-made virus. I don't think they made the
It
bat.
wasn't man-made.
I don't think they made the bat.
It's
I
natural.
think.
The virus is natural.
Are you sure about that,
Yes, it
Dr.
wasn't
Green?
man-made.
Okay.
Trust me, it wasn't man-made.
What about? Do you reckon that we had this virus already?
I think Will made the
No.
virus.
You don't think?
You don't know anything about
It
viruses,
was
do
in
you?
animals.
No. So basically, in the UK, there were several people that, and I know people that had this as well at the time. Back in November, they had things like a cough, and one of the key things about it, they're different. They made it different from other things. Is that they had a shortness of breath, and that's one of the things highlighted within the coronavirus as well. Back in November, people had this.
It's a flu.
And so, they said it was different to the flu, though. I reckon that we had it back in November.
I think I had it. I was ill then.
I don't think we did. I think it came from China in November, December time.
That's what the geezer who my work said.
Yeah.
Not you, him. He said that he's rubbish.
Mine?
Yes.
Well, that he thinks they was back in November as well.
Yeah, some viruses are the same.
I think it was just a different. Yeah, they have similar symptoms.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the same thing.
They make your body go "Gah," and almost shut down.
Yeah, the thing with viruses, they change every year. They adapt every year, which is why it's very, very difficult to treat it, because you have to work on every year. You have to work on the new virus thing.
Cycling bug.
What do you call it? Like medicine for the virus.
Antibiotics.
Antibiotics.
That's the one.
And then every year you have to change it, because every year the virus changes.
How long do you think it's going to be about then? Might as well say that now.
September.
It's a while.
You think it's going to be around till September?
It'll hang around for a while.
So do a lot of places. Apparently, the University of Leeds are closing and not opening until September at least.
Well, the thing with universities is, of course, they're not going to open.
By the way, if you can
in
hear that,
July.
that's not Matt having a wee. That is him
Can I have some more?
pouring an alcoholic beverage into a little neon plastic cup.
Adnam's Ghost Chip. It's a lovely beer. Oh, don't turn the tap off when you get to move glasses. Don't just let it run all over the floor. It's a waste of beer.
They're actually plastic cups.
Such a waste of.
Am I going to turn this off if I can't use my hands?
Well, why are you holding it?
Yeah.
Because then it adds the sound effect.
What's wrong with you? Oi, give me the beer. Matt,
Take it.
give me the beer. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's unnecessarily difficult.
It's good audio.
So anyway, and this might be some of the last few episodes of the podcast. Then, if we're not allowed to meet, do you reckon that we'll still attempt to meet up? Should we be confined to our own houses forever?
Aaron wants to meet tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Tomorrow?
Oh, more
Tomorrow.
podcast tomorrow?
Go on
Yes.
then, yeah, okay, good. Okay, so we're
Oh,
going to
I'm
have
not
another guest.
invited,
No.
Oh.
We're going to have another guest on the... You can come and listen.
Oh, great. So I can sit there quietly.
You can be
while
the
you guys
audience.
do- I can
You
be
can
the
say
audience.
stuff.
I
Yeah.
can sit there and... Oh! Sit there and clap every now and again.
Good, okay,
going,
so it looks like
Michael.
we're going to have another guest at some point. He might be on next week's show, he might be on the week after that, but looks like we've got another guest confirmed. Woo! Right, let's talk about some actual topics now.
Is it, ladies and gentlemen, when do you use effect and affect?
Effect or affect?
Yeah, well,
I can answer that.
I want to ask Will.
Okay.
Effect is when it's happened to you, and affect is when it's you're doing. So you affect something. No, I don't know actually.
I thought, I know I could be wrong about this, this is just what I ended up telling myself, and it seems to have worked so far. I think, isn't it effect when it's afterwards and affect when it's during? Or do you even know the answer, or are you actually just asking?
I'm just Googling it.
Oh, so why'd you ask the question before you knew what the answer was?
See what you guys, isn't that why you ask questions? See what other people think?
Sometimes I guess.
I don't even know these words to explain it.
D-
Oh, yeah, this is, I read the complex bit. Effect is usually a verb, and the one with the E is usually a noun.
Okay, do you want to use them in a sentence?
No.
So affect is a verb. So
Yeah,
so the
I affected.
the keg affected the table by being heavy on it. No,
Yeah.
I
The
don't know.
table is affected by the weight of the keg,
Yeah,
but the keg effected. No.
Maybe.
Yeah.
let's move on and talk about chocolate.
Maybe it's like the fireworks in effect. 'Cause
What?
It's a noun. I don't know. Chocolate.
Chocolate and orange are the best two flavours.
No, right.
go next
We
to
had
each
a
other.
very,
Do you want
very
Jaffa
brief.
cake?
No,
No.
I don't want Jaffa cake because
But
they
they're
don't.
chocolate and orange.
No, they're not. They're apricot.
Matt's got the box. He's reading a lie. We had a quick
It doesn't
debate
actually
about
say
this,
orange
where
on it.
I don't like
Exactly.
chocolate and orange. Will loves chocolate and orange.
Chocolate, orange, and whiskey are the three good flavours together. There's a restaurant in Wolverhampton. If you're in Wolverhampton, you're listening to this. Go to Fumi Restaurant in Compton. It's a really nice restaurant. Adam, the bartender, does really nice cocktails. One of the cocktails he does is smoked old fashioned that comes with like some wood smoke. And they used to do, they don't do it anymore, which I'm really annoyed about, a chocolate and orange tart. And that went really, really well with there's a Rolo on the table.
There is.
Rogue Rolo.
Do you want the do you want the Rogue Rolo?
No, it's disgusting. Oh, there's two of them.
There's 2 Rogue Rolos.
This has changed everything.
Do you want
No,
a
I don't
Rolo?
want it because it's been on the table.
This is the clean
And
side.
now
you
in
can
your-
have, you can have this
Yeah,
one.
it's the clean
Have a
side.
Rolo.
No,
Open your
no.
mouth. Have a Rolo.
Go ass. Rolos, Emily. Clean side.
I'm on
It's
a
a
Rolo.
relative term.
Matt, open your mouth. Open your mouth. You ready? You ready?
Matt doesn't like Rolos.
I missed.
It's gonna melt on me.
Great. Okay. Yeah, chocolate, orange, and whiskey.
Don't
are the
aim
best.
for his
Oh,
beer.
why you throw it? Don't throw.
Jaffa cakes will protect me.
With little shields.
I'm trying to find
The Army's hot chocolates, chocolate and orange, best one. They do a normal one and they do a mint one as well, but the chocolate and orange one's the best one.
Matt, where do you stand on chocolate and are you still learning to read?
What was the ingredient called?
Apricot. It was apricot, right?
I'm convinced it's apricot and not orange.
In a Jaffa cake.
Everyone thinks it's orange, but I'm fairly sure it's not.
I think it's just because the box is orange.
Natural orange flavourings.
Yeah, but does it say apricot anywhere?
It's orange flavour.
Does it say apricot anywhere?
It's orange flavour.
Does it say apricot anywhere?
Is strawberry
Give
ice
me-
cream
give-
actual strawberries?
Give me the box.
No.
Give me the box.
It says that.
Matt, give me the box.
Don't throw it.
Don't
There's
throw
beer.
the
There's
box.
beer on the table.
I'll care package it.
Ah! It smacked my microphone.
They're
Yes.
not getting this back.
It's back in place now. Will's turn to read now.
8% orange juice equivalent. 8% though.
8%, Matt.
8%.
No, I'm fairly sure. I'm convinced it's not orange.
But does it say that though? Does it say orange on the packaging though?
To be fair, the packaging now I'm looking at it close does look like the texture of an orange.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
which
suck
is
your
why
nut.
everyone
It's
thinks
orange,
it's
yeah.
orange. But I don't
Suck
think. I'm
your
pretty
nut.
sure it's not. I mean, let's face it. Jaffa cakes are actually biscuits, so
No,
Oh,
they're not.
yeah, they are.
They're cakes.
They are.
No, they're not.
Do you know why they're cakes? Why are they called cakes?
It's just the name.
What happens? What happens to
It's
them when
because
they go off?
yeah,
What happens
that's
to them
it.
when they
These
go
go
off?
hard like biscuits and cakes. Go soft.
Exactly. So they're a biscuit.
That's not quite it though. It was to do with the biscuit tax.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's how they worked it out. That's not why they're biscuits.
Well, I mean, it's
They're
just,
biscuits because they go hard. As a product of that, you don't pay tax on them.
This is coming from the man that thinks there's apricot in there.
Oh.
Hey, thanks for listening to our podcast. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future episodes. And why not follow us on Twitter too, because we post updates, behind the scenes stuff, and just general other news about the channel. Link in the description below. Got any topics or questions that you think need a proper answer or maybe have yet to even be asked? Drop it in the comments below and we might include it in a future episode. Until next time.